And the microphone is on. Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, with the very snuffly nose and lots of coughing, DrFox2000 here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And yeah, there he is, snuffles and everything. And I can officially say that having my first aid certificate again, that, yep, I'm sick. Oh boy. I've got, of course, my, Dr. Snuffleupagus, something like that. Thank you, Grandma B. That is awesome. Anyway, before we get going, thank you, Dan, for gifting a membership. Thank you, Irish Monk, for gifting a 5-pack of memberships. Thank you, Piggy, for a £2 super chat. And thank you, Piggy, for gifting 1 membership before we even got going. So thank you, everyone. That is an awesome way to start. I see 7 accounts or members being accounts there. I seen the drone flying in, and that was detected right away. But I didn't have time to acknowledge the fact that Kim is remotely doing his drone again. But yeah, we see him. And I also see Geoplanet Jane is back, so that's always nice. Anyway, yeah, you can probably hear it in my voice. And I've got a very, very snuffly nose. And of course, I've been coughing quite a bit as of the last couple of days because the smoke from the northern Alberta forest fires has inundated the Edmonton area, and we seem to have a higher level of smoke here than they do at the forest fires, which is, yeah, pretty not good. Anyway, so if you hear me turning off the microphone, you'll know I'm busy coughing. And we'll keep it at that. So, anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you on board. Of course, yesterday I was not on, and that was due to getting a flat tire on my way to my brand new job. Murphy's Law struck, and of course, pardon me. Boy. Yeah, that's going to be the start of it. Anyway, what ended up happening was I hit a pothole on just heading onto Fox Drive, and all of a sudden I heard something kind of sounding like it wasn't really a grinding sound, but I did smell rubber shortly thereafter. Of course, I had slowed down a bit, and then it wasn't moments later where the front left tire went flat on me. And anyway, long story short, I went and parked it down Fox Drive, down at a park. And I tried to find my removal key to put a different tire on. I couldn't find the darn thing. It was hidden. Anyway, I tried to look for that and couldn't do it. I figured I'd call a cab, called my boss, told him I'm going to be a few minutes late. Luckily, I was only 3 minutes late. Told him Murphy's Law got me. Anyway, got there exactly 3 minutes late. So anyway, that is not a big deal. I wasn't the only one that was a couple minutes late, so all good. And that was kind of yesterday. And then, of course, after work, I went back to that park and got one of the guys to drop me off there and to go figure it out. You had /have a cough. I had a proper stroke. I win. Oh boy, I also have more rabbits, I think. Well, Irish Monk, sorry to hear that you had a stroke. I really don't like that. But hopefully that you will fare well. And I'm sorry to hear that you look like you're 2,000 years old now. hopefully you'll be able to get some of that youth back and keep going. So take things easy and do your thing there. Anyway, that was kind of my yesterday. So it took me till about 8 p.m. to get that tire finally changed. And I have the thing fixed up so I could drive it. What ended up happening was the spring broke. And the end of the spring actually scraped along the edge of the tire, grooving the tire out. So that's what ended up happening. Anyway, let's give Sophie her cookies. Sophie was first today, so welcome Sophie and congratulations. And hopefully that'll be okay there. And we'll get at things by saying hello to everyone. We'll start out with our wonderful moderators, Arizona Snowman, and Wind Spring? No, the spring, the spring, coil spring around the front shock absorber, or strut as they call them. Anyway, so yeah, we got Arizona Snowman and Piggy, C&D Boy, Gary 24/7 Lives, AZ Skies, as well as Lucas Snow, Joseph Fields, Texas, and possibly Mona Lisa Smiles and a few others. So welcome, moderators. Glad to have you all on board, and thanks for being here. Yep, it is one of those things. Anyway, let's say hi to everyone. So welcome to all of you, and we'll start out by saying hello to Irish Monk, of course. Don't forget to mod the monk. He has asked ya information. Oh, does he? We'll do that in a minute. Let's say hi to everyone first. So welcome to Kim and Henry Nelson, the Irish Monk, Hermione and Fluffy, and Sharon Stewart, and Sophie, of course, Brian, Perfectability 999, and Chandra Rockland is here. Geoplanet Jane, welcome. And let's see, Mars 2028 is here. Wonky Donkey also on board. Grandma B, welcome. And still going up here. Did we get Sasha? Welcome, Sasha. And we got Jane already. Let's see, who else we got? Scrolling upward, looking for more wonderful names. Scott Hartman is here. Welcome, Scott. Pardon me. And we got Brian. Okay. Kevin Williams also on board. Welcome, Kevin. And Henry Nelson, welcome. And scrolling up some more. We got Mars 2028. Pamela Moncure, welcome. We got Scott already. Going up a little bit more. Mars 2028. Yep. We got Dan in the house. Welcome, Dan, of course. And we got Sharon. We got Grandma B. One Fish 26. Welcome. Mona Alfano also here. Welcome, Mona. And let's see. We got... Who else we got in here? A Wonky Donkey we got. Still scrolling up. And yeah, the smoke is really bad here, by the way, guys. Gaines is also here. Welcome back, Gaines. And let's see, still going up, looking for more wonderful names. And let's see, scrolling, looking. And let's see, we got a bunch of those other ones. Looking, still scrolling up, you guys. We'll try to find all the wonderful names here. We got Mona, yep. Got Brian, got Mars, got Grandma B, and still I'm working my way up the list. And I am at the top of the list. I don't see anybody else that I haven't mentioned. So if I did not call your name out, I do apologize. I try to get everyone. Bill Kimmel is also here. Welcome, Bill. And yeah, for you guys listening, of course, I am coughing quite a bit, and my nose is all runny and everything. So, yeah, it's not the greatest. Actually, it would have probably been better to have a day off today. But no, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep going, and we'll get at things. Now, somebody mentioned that, not Askia, but Katla was turned back to a yellow. I think that was Sophie. Sophie, when did this happen? Because I'm looking at the map. They didn't turn it back to a yellow. There's not been any quakes there. I'm just wondering how they got it. Yeah, when did they do this? Because I don't see it as a yellow on the map, and there's not any quakes there. So I'm kind of miffed. How do they get a yellow alert out of that? You know, we don't have any tremors there at all. One channel says, oh, which one channel? Yeah, that smoke can be brutal. We're getting it here in Minnesota. Okay. Sophie, just curious. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it would be a yellow alert. That may be a false news or older news, and somebody hasn't paid attention to see what's been going on there. So anyway, let's stop our wonderful video here, and of course that is from the December 6th back in oh, what is it? Back eons ago, last year, from, oh, I think it's called Mauna Loa, yeah, if I remember correctly. It's been such a long time since I ran one of these streams. I'm kidding. Oh, let's go take a look and see what we got going on in Hawaii before we go anywhere else. So, quick peek at the Helemaumau crater, and that would probably work. Why don't we go there? And let's turn that off. Look at this. All right, so yep, raindrops on the camera. Yep, still no collapse. We still see it smoking. I'm not sure what to make of it. Please keep this stream short. Save your voice. My voice is already lost. I can't find it anymore. Yeah, I'll try to keep things as quick as possible. Let's go leave that alone. We'll go over to the still shots here. This was from just a little while ago. You can see the southeast lava pond. Nothing new there. You can see the central vent in there somewhere. Nothing new. And still smoking from the west lava pond, north corner there. And of course the west vent is still smoking beside it. But nothing new, nothing dangerous, nothing has changed. It does appear to be raining there right now, and we can see those clouds up in the top. Let's have a quick look at the other photos. This one's still shot from, pardon me, from the B1 camera. And of course, still showing our ripply lava and lots of steam / smoke there. So that is what I got. Oh, new GPS relocate. Okay. Well, Irish Monk, if you got some new information, that'd be awesome. Anyway, new GPS, that's cool. And anyway, this is the thermal from our Helemaumau crater there. Nothing really new or outrageous happening. We do still see our glow spot, and that is the only hot spot we see on that shot. So we'll leave Hawaii be. Nothing new, nothing changed, nothing outrageous. So let's make that one smaller. We're going to go over next to our wonderful, what is that place called? It's Iceland. There we go. I know it's here somewhere. Anyway, there's what it looks like in the wonderful city of Reykjavik right now. And looks like a very low cloud as usual. And if we go back about 10 hours, we can see it was raining then too. For those guys, so raining there in Hawaii, raining here in our wonderful Reykjavik, capital city of Iceland. Nice to see some leaves on the trees though. It is wonderful, and some greenery over here on the ground. So we'll leave that be though. We'll put that back to live and make that one smaller again. We'll go to the next one, and this is the airport view. And that is saying it's in HD. It doesn't look like it. Now why? That's HD. It wasn't in HD. They lied to me. Anyway, let's go back about 10 hours there as well and just have a quick peek. Visibility wasn't all that great because of that rain, and that is what we're seeing there. So, yep, we definitely see it. Iceland, we're on the road melts. Where are the road melts? Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anything in the chat? I probably did. That's okay though. Let's leave it as that. Put that back to live, and we'll make. This is both these first two shots, of course, are from the Perlin Center there in Reykjavik. Now we're going down to the Reykjanes Peninsula, and that too is not 1080p. Why are they telling me it's 1080p? That is. There we go. I don't know. YouTube is cheating again, I think. Anyway, it looked like it was raining there just recently. Everything is wet on the roads. We do see our steam geyser still pumping out steam. The geothermal power plant is right behind there, and of course the pond for it. We are unable to see anything in the background. That includes the lights of Grindavik and the radio towers, or even anything back there. It's rainy, yucky conditions. If we go back about 10 hours or so, really hasn't changed much, and that is what we're seeing there. About the same conditions. We can actually see just a tad further, but still not that great, so let's put that back to live. And we'll make that one smaller. I have not checked these, so I... pardon me, hang on. Okay, so yeah, this is of course our shot from, again, it's not 1080p. It says it's on 1080p, but it didn't look like it. Anyway, yeah, looking at what we got there, can't see Katla. By the way, they turned this camera back because it wasn't doing much good over in the other spot. I guess everybody complained and said we can't see the sun setting anymore. And let's go back about 10 hours here as well and see what it looks like. We can see a portion of Katla. That is the ice mound back there. And it didn't look like it was raining too heavy here this morning, or well, 10 hours ago. Anyway, if we go back a little bit more, we can probably see a little more of it. There we go. Hard to tell though. It seems to be a white glare, and that is what we got. Licorice doctor, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. And 5-minute warning. Yep, thanks Piggy. Only it's about 2 minutes now since I wasn't looking. New geothermal event under A607 Iceland. Where is A607? The geothermal vent, huh? Is it spouting, wonky donkey? If it's a spouting, we want to see it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Sorry. Going to the harmonic tremor chart. Gonna have to refresh that one. I haven't done that yet. And we'll see what we've got there. There we go. All right. So looks like we got, well, it dropped yesterday. It went up, went down, and then dropped a little more as far as our magmatic. And then I got back up a little bit and kind of leveled out. So that's what we are seeing. Almost the same as what we're seeing in all three here. So to me, again, that would kind of sort of indicate it's a tectonic movement, and that could be what we've got going on there. Let's take a quick peek at Askia, and let's see, there's Askia, and there's that big quake indicated there as well. We see our magmatic moving along and then dropping down. Same thing with a seismatic, so it dropped as well. And our tectonic movement roughly about the same, but we do have a bunch of little spikes in there, so that's all good. And let's see, did I miss anything in the chat? I may have, but you'll have to excuse me. I'm really not all that great right now with my snuffles and my coughing. And anyway, we see more quakes here, indicated even on the Grimsey chart. So Grimsey, of course, down, up, and down, and moved along here. And we see our seismatic, though, heading down, and our tectonic heading down. Definitely indicator of something not being so busy there. And no, not yet. I'm good. I'm going to take a little break, a little longer than normal, but we'll keep going. Grindavik kind of showing the same as what we've seen at our wonderful Fragerelfjall. And Grindavik is to the southwest of our wonderful Fragerelfjall. And of course, the next one we're going to look at is Krusavik. And that is to the northeast. There is a Krusavik, just about identical in all shapes and sizes. So that is what we've got there for our harmonic tremor charts. And interesting to see. And yep, I'm going. Don't send that cat here. You don't want that cat to get my cold. Anyway, I'm going to put you back over here. Turn on that canned lava and cough some more for you. Sit Spite, Dr. Fox, a break noodle. Okay, I'm going. Hit the like button if you haven't done that yet, if you enjoy my coughing. And also, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet. Normally I don't cough and I don't sneeze that much. Pollen count is high, smoke count is high. And yeah, everything is just doing me in. I will be back in 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, maybe even a little longer. We'll see what happens. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll be back. we go. I've got the microphone back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Welcome back. I'm poor, sick, and Dr. Snufflefox. Yeah, thank you for the welcome back there, Piggy. And glad you moved out of the way. It was a big one. And thanks, Sasha and Scott and Henry and Mars. Welcome back. Dr. Fox is working, going well for you. Well, we'll get to that in a sec. Thanks, Grandma B and Sharon. I'm sorry I can't sing today. Thank you. And let's see, MG 2431 also I got in here. So, carrot a day keeps the doc happy all day, but never on Tuesday. Okay, so that's A-OK, Doc. All right, Sharon, thanks. Anyway, let's get over to the earthquakes, and as you guys already know, I do have one heck of a sinus, a cold, plus the heavy-duty smoke in our area here from the forest fires, not doing me any good. I did just take a Buckley's Complete is what I've been taking, and hopefully that will help me out a little bit for the rest of the show here. We'll see. If it gets too bad, I will stop, so we'll see what we can do. And Barbarian is here. Look here, brother. Who are you jiving with there with cosmic debris? Cosmic debris? Oh my God, we got things flying around all over the place. Anyway, let's get back over to our stuff. And we want to take a look at the earthquakes that are happening in our wonderful Iceland. So let's pause our lava and we'll go over there and see what's shaking. And yeah, that link I posted, Trev sent that to me. And I had a real quick peek, and they're showing some of the thermal footage of the area. And of course, that is with the new drone that apparently, what's his name has, just Icelandic. And that was from GeoHub, who got to share some of that. That is pretty cool, and I thought that was neat and interesting. So anyway, let's go over and we'll take a look and see what we got shaking, and we'll give you a better idea of where that actually is. So first off, 37 quakes for today. And I may not read all of them out here, but we'll give it a whirl. Looking at the Reykjanes Peninsula first. That is the area we love the most, but we'll take a look here. 0.1, 5.9 clicks down, 8:25 a.m. From 8:07 a.m. we had a 1.7, 5.3 clicks down, a 0.2, 4.1 clicks down, 8:17, and a 0.1, 3.9 kilometers down from 8:49. Then we got a 1, and that is 3.1 kilometers down from 11:17. And taking a look there, 0.6, 8.2 kilometers down, and that is from yesterday at 23:24. Then we got a couple 1.8s right here, 5.8 clicks down for sorry, 5.7 kilometers down, and that is from 23:21. And then the other one is for also same time. That might be an echo since they're both just about in the same spot. Anyway, leaving that be, there's Grindavik, and of course the Blue Lagoon is right about there, and the power plant and the hotel. And then of course we look at the other area here. That is Fragadalfjall, and we do have one quake showing in there, and that was from 29 minutes after midnight. A 0.42, 10.9 kilometers down. That's quite deep. and seems that's what they've been in that area for the last couple of days. Point 2 beside the lake here. 1611 is the time on it. 2.7 kilometers down. That link that I posted just a few minutes ago, that is from this area, the Hengilt area. 1441, they had a 1.2, 4.5 clicks down. Now, I'm not sure exactly where the video was taken from, whether it was this area or over here, but right beside the highway is where they were seeing, and on the highway they were seeing some temperature increase. So I'm really curious about that, and that'll be interesting. I'll have to watch that again later. Anyway, point 2, this one is from 7.6 kilometers down, 128 this morning for him. Let's grab some of these bigger ones up top here. This one is a 2.29, 3.1 clicks down, 2:15 a.m. Next one is 1.45, 1.66 kilometers down right at midnight. And then we see one out here on this peninsula, and that is from 1446, a 2.02 surface quake, 135 meters down, and that is kind of interesting as well. Let's take a look at these other ones here. We did miss this one, so 0.8, 1.1 kilometer down, and that is from 9/11. And then we take a look at this is Hekla. Hekla had 3 quakes, 0.57, 13.2 kilometers down, and that is from 1341, 0.81 from 1913, 1.3 kilometers down, and another 0.57, 14.3 kilometers down from 1514. We don't see anything over here at Katla at all. Nothing. Zero. No quakes. So, and nothing over at Eyjafjallajökull either. So neither one of them are showing any quakes, and no signs of activity that we know of. Anyway, 0.1 further down there, 5.5 clicks down, 17 minutes after 1900. And getting over near Grimsvatn, 0.1, 3.8 clicks down from 1942, 0.69, 1.7 kilometers down from 1:02 a.m. Then we got these 3 here, 1.3, 14.8 clicks down from 12:50, 12:51 we had a 0.7, a 1.1 kilometer down, and a 0.3, 600 meters down from 12:52, and that is all in the Bardabunga area. And then we've got apparently a new GPS according according to Irish Monk. Hang on. Okay, this is Askia, of course, a 0.6, and that is 5.2 clicks down, 7 minutes after 1800, sorry, 1.8 kilometers underneath Askia, from 1207, 4.5 kilometers down, and that is from 1849, and the 0.55, 4.9 kilometers down, 11 minutes after midnight, and the 0.4 from 17 minutes after 10 a.m., 3.7 clicks down. So still no eruption at Askia. That's okay. Let's go up here, 0.7, 200 meters down, and that is from 2207. Let's grab these other ones. 0.7, 5.3 clicks down, 1126. 0.8, 5.3 kilometers down, 741. a 0.9, 8.8 kilometers down from 1908, a 0.26, 9.6 kilometers down from 143, and from 10:10 a.m. we had a 1.4 and 4.7 kilometers down. The last one on the list, a 0.9, 13.5 kilometers down from 14 minutes after 8 p.m. or 2014, if you like it that way. That is it for earthquakes. So, yeah, very interesting to see some heating in this area with that thermal drone that Just Icelandic has. That is very, very interesting stuff. So hopefully we'll maybe see the fruits of something. Anyway, that is good there. More like, what, a no neighbor? Dang, don't stroke out on a stock. What? I got over finding my neighbor dead in his bed. Oh, barbarian, don't do that. I poked him, and he didn't move, huh? Okay. Yellow snow carrots grow in just what? Uncle Joe never licked that snow. Oh my God, wonky donkey! I don't know what you're doing there. Okay, enough of the shenanigans. I'm gonna move along to our next place of business. Let's take a look and see what we've got there in the Azores, since Iceland is relatively quiet. This is the current photo. Of course, we can see São George or São Jorge, and thank you, Piggy, for the 5-minute warning. One of the villages and one of the harbors there on São George. Unable to see Pico Island's lights, or maybe just a few there. And looking at the cove shot here, what we look for is how much white water is splashing here. And looks like very little for right in there right now. So all safe. Let's take a quick peek at new quakes. No new quakes on São George, and we'll go to the next one. Gonna refresh this map real quick, and we'll make it bigger and see what we've got for quakes. According to this, we've only got the 2, and we'll get rid of the advertisement there. Anyway, sorry. There's São George, and there's Pico Island, Fayal Island, Terceira over here, and of course the squiggly line, that is our East Azores Ridge. 23 minutes ago, a 2.3 according to that, and that is surface quake, came in at 23:32 UTC or GMT. And next one is 2.1, and that is also surface quake, 3:44 a.m. for that guy. So that is our wonderful São George, and I don't know, is Sue there? I think she is. Anyway, just to show you where that is, that's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. This is Portugal and Spain and France and England and Ireland over there. Up here is Iceland, and of course Greenland and Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. And that is, Judy M is here. Welcome, Judy M. That is where Cole Harbor is, and Sue shaking her, waving at us. What the heck kind of money is that? ARS. Wow. Irish Monk, thank you kindly for that. I still have to figure that out. Irish Monk. Thank you very kindly for that wonderful super chat. I have no idea what that equates to. ARS. Yeah, interesting. Thank you, Irish Monk. Appreciate that. I know DrFox2000. You know? Okay. Argentinian pesos. Oh, Argentinian ARS. That makes sense. That is all good. Anyway, let's take a quick peek. We'll leave this one here. Oh boy. I'll put it back on that, and we are going to go take a look at Popocatépetl, but we'll do that after our wonderful bacon seeds and our mystery volcano. Anyway, we're going to have a peek at this. Notice that white powdery stuff there? That's called snow. Yes, Piggy, I'm going to go for a break. I need to. So, for those good people who are here, if you are enjoying the show, even with my coughing, please do consider hitting that like button. And also, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button. Normally, I don't sound this rough. I actually sound pretty smooth. At least that's what they tell me. Anyway, hot water, whiskey. No, I can't drink Barbarian. Not allowed. I am allergic to alcohol. I can do the hot water and lemon and honey, but no whiskey. And anyway, I will go take that break. After the break, we will have bacon seeds. So keep smiling and hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. I'll be back. We're going to put it back on the canned lava for you. Yeah, it's okay. Lots of people forget. There's few of us that can't. Anyway, I'll be back. we go. The microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. Glad to have you all back, and glad to be back. And I was just reading some of that stuff. We'll make a comment in a second. And well, thank you, Scott and Sasha and Mars for the welcome backs, as well as One Fish. And I'm sure there's going to be a couple of more in there. But I was just going to comment. Thank you, Amona and Piggy. And that's awesome. Thank you, Wonky Donkey. Yeah, what everybody's talking about allergies. Well, I'm allergic to allergies, okay? And that's the way it's going to be. So, you know, having an allergy about allergies is pretty bad. Oh, it's a bad humor. Join the club, DrFox2000. Yeah, thanks, Piggy. I will. But, hey, that's the way it works. Allergic to allergies. And that is the way of the world. Anyway, let's get over to our bacon seeds before I cough too much more. And we'll put that on hold. There's our lava, not going anywhere. And let's go over and see. Where did we leave off last time? I think it was this guy running and getting some exercises. And that was pretty cool. But let's see what Piggy sent us. Well, we got some more from Piggy. And there she is. She's typing away, doing her thing. And of course, Piggy has also authorized this. So I'm very happy about that. But, you know, it's always nice to see that. Anyway, this is the first one for today. And I think it's a very ducky shot, although that's a goose. But that is awesome. And do not sing. No, Sharon, I won't. Thank you. I think that's a good picture, though. That is a nice looking goose. And a nice looking little piggy. Cute. And they are friends having a walkabout. Yep, that is a beautiful spring photo. And they look happy together. They are kind of a nice... Let's get on to the next one. Oh, there he is. What's he eating? Is he eating a frog? Or is he eating a leaf? Little guy. I think he's eating it looks like a frog almost. Which flowers to eat first? Yeah, I don't know what he's actually eating there. Tiny charcoal pig. Yep, it is very small. It definitely gives you an idea with the person there. So, pretty awesome. Let's leaves. I think. Yeah, kind of looks like a frog almost, that leaf. But that is pretty cool looking. Anyway, let's get edible flowers. I hope. Yeah. I have to put the monk to bed. You better put the monk to bed. And no worries. Madalena. Yes, I put the monk to bed. I want him safe and sound. We need him yet. For at least 2 or 3 more centuries. Anyway, that is a wonderful looking picture. Mama pig sniffing her little baby, giving it, a snout bob. That is so cute. You know, it's wonderful to see that. And let's go to the next one. And this is one that's having all kinds of babies. And hopefully they are all good. And babies in the haystack. And that is awesome. Let's see the next one. Oh, this is about as new as you can get. brand new fresh piggy come out of there. And yep, we'll leave that one be though, and we'll move on. And this guy looks like he needs a hogwash. And yeah, I think they need a new haystack. This one needs a hogwash though. Yep, a ginger. And let's get on to the next one. This one is a couple of little ones. And they are cute. They're really tiny. Very, very tiny little pigs. So I don't think they need hogwashes yet. They're all right that way. And let's see what we got. Yep, that is about as fresh as you can get, Dan, on those other ones. This one is pretty cool. Fuzzball, Elvis, piggy. Yeah. Sorry. This one is kind of neat looking. Peeking at the camera. And a mama in the background, I think. Relieve the cough, honey and lemon, yeah. Mona, there's all kinds of things that everybody uses, and that's out there. I'm just going to, well, continue on with the show for a little while here. We'll see. I may take a little bit of an extended break right away. I do feel my throat is actually quite warm, so I probably will need a little bit of a break. But yeah, this is kind of a nice looking piggy, and I like that. He's got a smirk on his face. Let's take a look at the next one. And I thought this guy looked cute. I added him, and I thought that was kind of neat. He's got nice ears, and I like the way he's looking at the camera. That is a pretty awesome looking little piglet, and I like that. Dumbo ears. He's a laugher. Yeah. We have one more bacon seed to go, so let's take a look at the last one. I agree, these work for me, and my hubs can't hurry to try. Okay. Last bacon seed for today, and that is one sticking his snuffler out, trying to get a peek at the camera amongst the crowd of others. So that is pretty awesome, and those are our bacon seeds for today. So thank you, Piggy, for sending the bacon seeds in, and that is awesome, and really do appreciate you doing that every day. That is very kind of you. And let's carry on with our other stuff. I did mention that we're going to have a look at a Popocatépetl next. I use Zyrtec, okay, or Zyrtec, one of the two. All right, Piggy, no problem. Let's go over to Popocatépetl and see what we've got going on there. That is the present condition there at 6:15 p.m. at Popocatépetl. We know it's been erupting quite a bit today. I did kind of scan back a little bit. I didn't do an intense scan because I wasn't here very long. But that's what we were seeing there. And then I know it was in clouds for a bunch of time. And let's see if we can get past these clouds. Pardon me. And let's see what we got here. This is another one of the little pops here. You can see the pluming going on there, 10:48 a.m. The snow, obviously, that snow came down during the day and got fresh snow on there, but that looks like the lava may have removed some of that snow, or just heat in general. And going back a little further, this is at 7:25 a.m. Kind of a neat lenticular cloud stacked up here. and that is pretty awesome. If we go back, I know there was a little bit of a peaking time. If we go take a look right as far back as we can get, it's the golden time. You can see it pluming up there, and of course that's our golden Popocatépetl for today. Okay, got to get some sleep. MRI tomorrow. Okay, Piggy, you take it easy, get some rest, and hopefully you will have good success with the MRI. Hopefully everything will be okay, and don't let them hurt you. And make sure that they don't allow you to. You don't allow them to turn into a pretzel. Okay, Piggy. Have a good night, Piggy, and sweet dreams. Let's go over to our next place of enjoyment, and that will be Fuego. And Fuego suffered from clouditis today as well. I'm just trying to see if we can find it, pardon me, in here at all. I know this morning it had a few times it was puffing. There, you can see a little bit coming out, but of course the cloud's in the way. It was a little heavier earlier. Okay, had to cough, figured I'd turn that back on. And this, of course, is at 6:48 a.m. You can see it off-gassing there, doing its thing. So we'll go here a little bit earlier yet, 6:27, and definitely putting out a little bit. I notice it's starting to get darker again, the material coming out, so I'm wondering if this thing is rebuilding since it had its very large eruption. And that would be interesting if it would or could. But let's carry on with this. I'm going to make that smaller, and we'll go over to the other one here. I want to put that back on live, and we'll make that one smaller as well. That is Popocatépetl, by the way. 70 kilometers southeast of Mexico City. And that one was Fuego in Guatemala. Let's go to the next shot. This one, of course, is from 6:25 a.m. You can actually see the little crescent of lava down there. This is a Messiah volcano in Nicaragua. And I'm about to refresh that. So we'll see, and that is what it looks like right now. And you can definitely see where the lava is. And the caldera, of course, is quite deep. You don't want to fall in there. And it is off-gassing, so pretty cool. And let's leave that. Let's see. Hey, how'd you get in here? Mr. Irish Monk, how are you doing? I thought Madalena put you to bed. Piggy sleeps with a human. No, Piggy sleeps with a frog and some dogs and cats in her sty. Anyway, that is a Messiah volcano. Let's take a look at our next shot. And of course, that is from, let's see, yeah, this morning. These I got before I went to work. So, real quick peek. This is Lascar down in Chile. We can see that it is off-gassing just slightly there, but not much. These, of course, are the little time lapses that they make, so we don't have any control over them. This is Laguna del Male, and that is what we're seeing there. A lot less snow on it now, and still no eruptive action though, so we'll leave that guy be. And of course we can see on our last one here, that is the Villarrica, but Villarrica is not showing. So I'm going to refresh that one. We'll see what they look like now since that was from this morning. So we'll have a look and see if any of them show up, and hopefully they will, and we'll be able to see what the present condition is. And yep, it still looks like a very cloudy there at Vallarrica, so we're not going to see that. The only one we can see is Lascar, and a nice star movement. That is awesome. And that's it for there, so let's not worry about the other two, and we'll leave it be. Gonna put him back on a Popocatépetl. That's what Popo is doing right now, and that is pretty cool. And we'll get ready to go over to our next volcano. Irish monk, look after that cough. I recommend slowly boiled Englishman with lime and rosemary. Ah, slow boiled Englishman, huh? Okay. All right, we'll consider that there, Mr. Irish monk. And thank you. Okay. Let's make that one smaller. We'll go over to the next one. Yeah. It's a horrible cough. It's, it's the weather. It's whether we like it or not. It's the smoke coming in here, and of course the pollen and everything else. Do you have a lot of smoke where you are? Smoke bothers me. Yeah, apparently it bothers me too. We are getting the smoke from northern Alberta, and the wildfires are doing their thing up there, and it's pretty heavy here. So, it's not a couple hundred kilometers from us, but that smoke doesn't take long to drift around. Anyway, there we are over at Merapi, and we'll back up and see if Merapi shows us any kind of signs of lava. And there's some there. We see at 4:48 a.m. And did it get any heavier? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some nice stuff here. Let's see if we go back a little bit more. I'm actually going to make that bigger. There we go. And let's advance that a little bit so we get to it. And let's see. Am I going to get there? Oh, yeah. This is the start of that eruption. So you can see the eruption starting on the graph down here. Quite a bit of lava came out at that time, so that would be it. It has worked for me for 800 years. Ah, cool there, Irish monk. And Dave and Claire are here, popped in from the Workers' Lounge. I don't know why he can't see me on my smart TV. Who can't see you there, Gemma? LOL, Gemma, Super Kitty, Dave and Claire. Okay. Anyway, lots of lava coming down there. That was quite a bit, and that up here is definitely filled up a whole bunch. So a good lava flow, and that is nice. So you get to see bacon there. It's not the greatest picture, but let's see. Can that improve any? If I click on that? No, it didn't improve any. I tried. Bacon bits. Yeah, bacon for sure. Nice to see that, though. So we know our wonderful Merapi is continuing to do its thing. If we go back, we know there was a bunch of cloud there too. I can see that as I'm scrolling back. And we don't get to see as much lava. Let's see if we go back to here. This is a fair ways back, but we'll try that. Yeah, this is 30 minutes after midnight. Not a heck of a lot coming out at that time. There was a lot of cloud in between there. Let's go back just a little bit more here. And they did have it in black and white mode. and that was in here. And we'll advance it just a tad. There we go. To start that lava flowing down the hill. And it had some rocks come out first. And then, of course, the very large looking eruption again. So, but unfortunately that is in black and white, not in a color. So it's always harder to discern what we're actually looking at. Because the night mode usually makes it glow more than what it is. And yes, I had to take a drink of Pepsi. But yeah, looking not bad for our wonderful lava flow, and you can see that coming down the hill. If we move that ahead a little bit, you can see what it looked like. And then it had another pop, and that is, oh, I didn't do that. Let's go back a few seconds and see why it did that. It jumped ahead like 20 seconds. That was that new pop. So yeah, it definitely had a little bit of a bigger burp and threw out more lava. Pretty awesome to see. And that is all right. Let's see what else we got cooking here. Lava flows. It's just about break time. And yeah, my throat is starting to get a little worse here, so I think a tea with honey is going to be on the agenda for me in a few minutes. We'll see what we can do. At least I'll do that up during the break, and maybe I'll drink a little bit of it. See what happens. But yeah, you can see that's actually quite a bit of lava coming down, and I kind of like that. And we can see the harmonic chart here starting to dwindle down, so we can leave that be, and we'll go take a look. There were multiple shots like that prior to this as well. If we go back even 20 minutes or so, this is at 12:47. You can see that those clouds are in there messing us up, and that was basically it. So other than that, you know, it's doing its thing. Do we have one from earlier? Yeah, we got a little one a little bit earlier here. We'll take a look at that one and see what that looked like. This one was at 1923. Someone get Doc some ice chips. Oh yeah, Doc, back in 1207 we used to eat the hive bees with it. We were tough back then. Never had a cough. Okay. Well, I don't know where there's any hives, and I'm not that tough. Anyway, you guys, it is a break time, so we will check out the other places like Ruapehu and Taupo after the break, and then we'll carry on. So don't go away. I'm going to put you back on to some canned lava. Actually, we'll make that better there. There we go. All right, canned lava. And don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, normally I move a little faster and sound a lot better. I even look better some days. But for right now, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes. Don't go away. More to come, and here's some music for all of you. And the microphone is back on. We'll see what we can do. By the way, I forgot to do the mystery volcano. I must have been coughing at the time. And thank you for the welcome backs there, Mars and Sasha. And I hear you, DrFox2000. I hope you feel better soon. Me too. Dr. Fox, Irish monk, and Mars 2028 are going on a wonky donkey hunt because I'm English. Wonky donkey. Well, aren't you hiding over in Holland? I thought you went and hid in Hermion's barn. Thank you, Hermione and Fluffy. And thank you, One Fish. Piggy warned you. Yeah. Thank you, Dave and Claire. And anyway, yeah, I have. Piggy warned me. Uh-oh. I'm all bad right now. Anyway, let's see what we can come up with. All right, mystery volcano coming right up. Let's park this, and we'll get that on there. So, get rid of the archive footage. There we go. All right, I know this isn't the greatest shot, but all right. Let's get some guesses. People want to guess at the top secret of volcano. That was a top secret info. Okay. Hunting the English donkey. All right. Anyway, so who's got any ideas on what our secret volcano is? No, it's not Semeru, sorry. And Sue reminded me, she emailed in, she's at Tim's using their stuff. No, it's not Cumbre Vieja, their Wi-Fi, since her power is off. So that is okay. And no, it's not Merapi either. No, Sasha's got a question marks. Yeah, it's a secret volcano. Come on, keep guessing. We'll have to drop some hints. Let's drop a hint. It's in the Ring of Fire. No, it's not Merapi or Merapi. A French island? I don't know if that's a French or not. I have no idea. I don't believe it is. No, it's not Siggy. For sure not Siggy. But it is within the Ring of Fire. And that is a good hint. I know this is a tough one. No, it's not Popocatépetl. And let's see, do we have any others? That's not Fuego. No, One Fish. No, Mars 2028. Not Fuego. Definitely not. Boy, have I stumped you guys? No, it's not Ibu. Sorry. Sorry, Sasha. Oh, well. I have stumped you guys. Again. Well, let's see. No, it's not Sabancaya. Sorry, Mars. It's not Mount St. Helens. Nice try, but no. Let's see. Are we going to get any others? No. Vector. I have no idea where Vector is. No, it's not Mauna Loa. It's not Villarica, but it is not Vector. It's not Bob. Sorry. Okay, we'll see if you guys give up yet. And we'll see. No, it's not Pavlov. Unfortunately not. No, not Barren Island Volcano, not Dukono. No, nice try, but no, Sharon. 25 out of 750. Yeah. There's only 725 to go there, one fish. Almost as good as winning a lottery. Pretty decent odds. And no, not Mount Pelee. And that's technically not in the Ring of Fire. And that's okay. No, it's not Dorset either. Sorry. No, Calbuco. No, not Calbuco. Sorry. Oh boy. Want to make my guess, but you got me, Doc. Well, it's a tough one, I know. It's not Centralian? What the heck is that? I've never heard of that one fish. Augustine Island. No, I'm sorry. You want another hint? Okay, another hint is it's in the southern hemisphere. Ring of Fire and southern hemisphere. And welcome, Cynthia, by the way. It's what? It's not even a volcano. It's a coal mine burning underground in Pennsylvania. No, it's not a coal mine either. Sorry. You just wish. White Isle, no, not White Isle Volcano, sorry. Okay, well, since nobody's able to guess it, I will give you Mount Tambora. No. I'm going to give you one more minute here. If we don't get any guesses within one more minute that I've made it, then we will do our thing. Welcome, Silversmith. Sue says Reventador. No, it's not Reventador. Reventador, sorry. And not Krakatoa, not Tungararua. No, sorry, not that one either. We're getting close. The minute's just about up. I'm going to call it. If it's my third place third science project. Okay. Third grade science project. I don't know, one fish. I don't recall seeing it, so. Mount Monk. No, it's not Mount Monk. Wonky Donkey. It's about time somebody got it. Wonky Donkey just got it. It is Mayon. This is a photo of Mayon volcano. And congratulations, Wonky Donkey. And Wonky Donkey, please take these cookies and eat them well. And of course, if you eat those, we have to, that'll make it harder for you to get away. There's tracking chips in those cookies. Congrats, Trevor. Yeah, he's lucky. Sue saying, okay, I have to leave. I'll be back if the power comes back before the end of the show. Okay, Sue. I'm not sure I'm going to run the show too long here. I think I'm going to shorten it. My voice and my coughing is just, my throat is just burning up right now. So we'll try to make this a little shorter here. So hopefully you'll get back. But I'm going to make it short. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my throat. I don't want to kill myself here. But yep. Wonky Donkey gets the prize. 2 sheep. Awesome. And anyway, let's leave that be. And next place we wanted to go over to was have a quick peek at our wonderful, well, pardon me, Mount Ruapehu. Can't really see it too well right now. A lot of clouds in the way. But if we go back a bunch, we can actually see it without too many clouds around it in a very early morning state. So just about 8 a.m. Looking at it there in the sunlight, and we can see the outline quite well. It is silhouetted, and that is kind of what we got there. So early morning shot was more like that, and that was pretty nice to see the sun rising. And then the sun stayed overhead as the clouds developed. And then it got really, really bad. Irish Monk throws in another one of those wonderful super chats. And thank you for that. That is 50 Argentinian pesos, I think, or something like that. Pretty cool. Thank you. It's in the Philippines, so it's in the northern hemisphere. That's a good. I didn't realize that's in the northern hemisphere. I thought the Philippines are south of the border, or south of. Let me check that. I don't know if you're right about that. Where is the equator? Let me check on that. Let me get a map up here that's got the equator on it. You know what? I am wrong. I stand corrected. Mayon is in the northern hemisphere. That was my bad. I thought it was in the southern hemisphere by a little bit. Okay, I stand corrected. I won't make that mistake again till next time. But that is okay. I just looked at the earthquake map there, turned on the equator. Yeah, it happens. I wasn't thinking about that. I just thought it was far enough south that it was okay. So we all get cookies. Oh my God. Okay, fine. You can all get cookies. Yeah, it happens. And there you go. I don't mind handing you out some cookies. Anyway, yeah, let's leave it as that. Why is that gone funny on me? That's gone funny on me. Oh, they were zooming in, that's why. Now I get it. Let's leave that alone, though. We're going to go to the next one. I'm going to make that smaller, and we'll go to our next screen, and we'll refresh that, and just take a look at some movement or anything happening at Taupo. We don't see very much at all. And there it is. There we see it. So, yeah. No, I'm not myself. I'm somebody else today. Quiet at Taupo for the most part. And there's the other chart to the north of Taupo. Not doing a heck of a lot either. So let's leave that be. We'll go to the next one. And we'll see what it looks like right now. From this shot, it looks pretty clear there above the lake and everything. The lake, of course, is the caldera for Taupo. And this over here, hiding in the clouds back there, behind that hill in the foreground, that is Mount Ruapehu back there, which we can't see, but that's okay. But anyway, that is the shot courtesy of Suncourt Hotel and Conference Center, just so we have it, and that is what we got there. Let's move on real quick. I'm going to pop it over to Japan, and we're going to have a quick peek at Japan. We won't spend a lot of time here. Oh, hang on. Did I already forget one? I did forget something. Let's not go to Japan yet. Let's go here. I know Semeru is not working, but we do have a report on Merapi, and there's a nice shot of Merapi, and that looks pretty awesome, and I like that. That is cool. Incandescent rock avalanche taken from the south of the volcano. Image from Andy Volcano. Andy Volcano Discovery. volcanodiscovery.indonesia. Anyway, that's what it looks like there. Here is a May 13th shot down into from the satellite, from the Copernicus satellite group, Merapi volcano on the 13th. So that is a nice shot. You can see that lava flow. Looks pretty awesome. And nope, that one didn't work. This is a different volcano. Let's stop that there and just read real quick a couple of headlines here. The activity at the the activity at the volcano continues to at generally high levels. Large incandescent blocks, block-sized avalanches were reported yesterday by our observation leader, sorry. I can't even see and read. And the guide for Volcano Discovery Indonesia, Andy, who continues to monitor the volcano's behavior on site. A block and ash flows raced down through the southwest flank, reaching the base of the edifice. And I'm not going to go on with any more of that, but that is a nice shot. So Merapi is making us happy today. Yeah, it's very, very nice. And that is a nice photo. All right, let's leave that. And as I mentioned, I don't believe Semeru is on live right now. No, we aren't. So we're not going to be able to see that. Let's go put it back on here. No ice cream boat in right now. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll take another break here. And my coughing is getting worse and worse and worse, you guys. So I am going to do a really quick run through earthquakes. We're not going to talk about too much on them, and same with the weather and the SO2. We're going to look at them, but I'm not going to go through each spot or each point like we normally do. I'm going to try to wrap it up as quick as possible. My voice needs it, and I'm sure each and every one of you will agree with that. So all good. Anyway, sorry. I gotta take that break though. I'll be back, you guys. Don't go away. And the microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. And of course, yeah, I got a cold. I got snuffles, and I got coughing. And I'm hoping my medication here is kicking in. It's still doing its thing. Irish Monk, thank you for gifting another membership there. That was awesome, and congratulations to a Non-Stick Nick for receiving it. That is really cool. Thank you for the welcome backs from Mars and Hermione and Fluffy and Wonky Donkey and Sharon Stewart saying, I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. Do not sing. Spring colds are the worst. Yeah, they sure are. It is what it is. You know, brought on by the pollen with the nose and sinus infection, and turned into, I guess, I'll call it a cold now with this smoke. I think most of that is just nasty. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, let's stop our canned lava here, and we'll go take a look at a couple of things before we get over to Japan. I wanted to go to, where do I want to go? I want to go to Alaska. Well, I don't personally want to go to Alaska, but we're going to go take a look at Alaska. I still think those sites are down there in Alaska. Quick peek at Shivelish. We aren't going to see a heck of a lot of cloud in those shots, so making them bigger is really not going to help me much. We do see that there is some off-gassing, but not much we can do about that. Next one is the shot from far away. You can definitely see there's a couple of plumes coming up there, so that's all good. Let's leave that be. This other one, hard to tell. That's our mid-range one, and again, a lot of haze in the air and extra clouds, so that's what we've got there. I do want to put this report about the Great Sitkans volcano and the Aleutian Islands up there in Alaska. Slowly advancing lava flows continue, and there is the shot that we've got. This is from the Copernicus satellite, and I'm not sure where the lava flows are going, but that is our Great Sitkans volcano on the Aleutian Islands. Let's see, is there any other info? No, that's some other place. Effusive eruptions at the volcano continues as it's characterized by a slow-paced, viscous lava flows, or flow. The slow rate of lava has been causing a thickening around the vent rather than its length advancing. So, from the satellite image, you can satellite image, the active volcano flows flow front continues to ooze out onto the eastern flank. At a sluggish rate. Lava tongues on the southeastern or southern and southwestern slopes, mainly active in the beginning of the effusive phase. Back in July 2021, seems to have stopped or at least decreased in its advance. Okay, so steep terrain near the lava flows, flow lobes maybe cause a detachment of lava blocks from it and develop into rock falls tumbling down into the valley. And I don't think that's going to matter much when you take a look at that. So if we do get something splashing down here or even on the other side, it's really not going to do a heck of a lot, as nobody's going to be affected by it if it does do its thing. More lava would be nice, and then we could do something with it. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that one in before we move on. Lava on the move? Yeah, it gives us a little bit of an idea there. And let's see if our ice cream boat has returned yet. I don't think it has. And there is, of course, our great Sakurajima, and no ice cream boat. We're waiting for it. Sakurajima looks pretty quiet. If we go to the next shot, we can see it is not doing a heck of a lot right now. So that's okay. If we go back a bunch of hours, I don't see any relevant eruptions or anything like that. This is 4:50 a.m. You can see it off-gassing or pluming a little bit there, but nothing crazy. And if we go back into the night, hard to tell what's going on with those lights. Let's take a look there. We can still see a few stars. We do see a little bit of off-gassing, but nothing really crazy happening there. So let's leave that on alive. Crater, a close-up cam is this one, of course. There you can see it in much closer view. Very little venting going on right now. Nothing major. I mean, it certainly hasn't stopped, but it is there doing its thing. So quiet for now, and that is what we got. No ice cream yet. We'll see if the boat is coming in. Not yet. We'll get back to it. We haven't left there yet, so we'll make this one smaller, and the other one too, and we'll go to our next shot. And that is not Suwanoshijima yet. Okay, so we'll leave him be. This is our next shot. This is ASO, and we see what we've got there, some off-gassing. We are in the huge caldera of ASO sand, and this is it's a primary vent right now, I guess is what we'll call it. And so ASO is off-gassing this bowl, or a caldera, acting like a bowl. When it rains, it fills up with water, and of course the floor being hot in that bowl, it will continue to do its thing and steam that gas, steam the liquid off, as well as throw out SO2 gases. So that's what we got there. What did it look like earlier at sunrise? The plume was going the other direction, so that you can see there. And that is pretty cool. We'll leave that be, and we'll put that back on live. And we'll go to our next shot. We'll make that one smaller. And this is Asama-san. Asama is about 100 kilometers to the west of Tokyo, and we're not seeing a heck of a lot come out of there right now. We do see it is off-gassing, and the wind's blowing it off to the other side, so we don't see anything major, though. We know this has increased its SO2 output as of late, but don't know by how much. Just taking a shot at that because of the what we see on the maps, right? So pretty cool. Anyway, let's leave that there. We're going to make that one smaller again. We'll go back to the ice cream can here, and what I'll do while we're doing this, I am going to read the volcano report, and we'll do this. Lots of activity. So for late Monday, hang on, am I on the right one? Yeah, late Monday's report. Popocatépetl, Central Mexico. Frequent volcanic ash to 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters at 1915. Merapi volcano in Indonesia, report from 2022. And we had a look at that. Luotalok, what is it, Lesser Sunda Island, Indonesia, volcanic ash to 27,000 feet, or 7,000 feet, 2,100 meters, of 2045 last night. Ibico in Paramushir Island, and that is in the Coral Islands, just south of the Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia. Eruption to 13,000 feet or 4,000 meters, reported at 2100. Then we've got Cotopaxi in Ecuador, and oh, here comes an ice cream boat. Everybody get down to the dock. The ice cream boat is coming in while I'm reading this. Cotopaxi in Ecuador. Occasional emission to 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters, reported at 2130. Semeru, East Java, Indonesia, volcanic ash to 14,000 feet, or 4,300 meters, reported at 2145. Reventador in Ecuador, occasional emissions to 15,000 feet, or 4,600 meters, reported at 2230. And Suwanoshijima in Japan erupted to 6,000 feet, or 1,800 meters. Got that from 2345. And we have 7 for today that are active. And we will go with Sabancaya first. Volcanic ash emitted to 24,000 feet, 7,300 meters, reported at 245, and then again at 845, and then to 23,000 feet or 7,000 meters at 1445. Luotolak, Lesser Sunda Island, of course, in Indonesia, volcanic ash to 7,000 feet or 2,100 meters, reported at 3 a.m. and also at 1345. And next one on the list is Popocatépetl for today. Volcanic emissions continue. Volcanic ash emissions continue to 22,000 feet, 6,700 meters, 7,000 or 7 a.m. And then occasional volcanic ash observed to 23,000 feet and 7,000 meters, reported at 1815. Semeru, Eastern Java, and that is volcanic ash to 14,000 feet or 4,300 meters, reported at 1900 and at 1500. So a double whammy there. Suwanoshijima erupted again to 8,000 feet or 2,400 meters, reported at 9:15 a.m. We did look at the report from the Great Sitkans in the Aleutian Islands from 1438. And the last one on our list is Fuego in Guatemala. Volcanic volcanic ash emissions observed to 16,000 feet or 4,900 meters, reported at 1,500. Did everybody get their ice cream? I hope you guys got your ice cream. Thank you, Sue, for sending in that report. That is awesome as usual. Appreciate that a whole bunch. And that is all good. And Sharon Stewart got some ice cream. That is awesome. Boom. It's a hit. All right. We like hits. Anyway. So we got that, and that is cool. Let's take a look and see what else we got. Is Old Faithful going right now? I don't know if it is or not. Where's Old Faithful? I think they're waiting for it. Old Faithful is going to pop at any second. Oh, I guess that moved a little. That's okay. We'll see what happens with that. It is, let's see, well, let's go over our maps real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. We'll do the earthquake map real quick first. General overviews only today because of my voice. Looking at that, we see a 4.3 up here in Alaska. That's from yesterday. And then we've got some bigger ones here, 3.8 and 3.9 that Yucatan, if I said that right. One was from yesterday, that's this one from 1743, and the other one is from today at 1839. So that's pretty cool. And going down, we don't see anything really major. Oh, there's one, 5.0 in Mexico, and I hope that is okay. That's yesterday's from 12:22. We do see this one here, and that is near the Honduras, and that is a pretty big shaker there for those guys. Usually they don't get any on that side, but 4.2 from yesterday at 16:28, or today, I mean. Sorry, I'm thinking it's the 17th. Anyway, this one is 4.2 down in Chile, so that is okay there. We see one over here in Tonga, that's a 4.9 from 7:53 this morning. And we see another one on Papua New Guinea at 5.0 from 11:19. And going up, looking at this, looks like 4.7 there in Japan. And there's another 4.3. So lots of activity there. And actually, we'll grab these other ones here. Kazakhstan 4.7, and then we had Tajikistan had a 4.1, and France, I'm surprised, France had a 4.1 at 24 minutes after midnight. And while we're over here, let's look at this one, north of Ireland, right near the Jan Mayen Islands, and there it is. Oh, there's a couple there, actually, a whole swarm. 3 of them. So 5.3 from yesterday at 21:08. Then this one from 21:36 or 20:36. 4.3 yesterday, and a 4.2 also yesterday at 20:37. So a little bit of shaking going on north of Iceland. And we do have this other one in the mid-Atlantic ridge, and that is from 1529, 10 kilometers down for that. So that is our generalized earthquakes for today. And I'm not going to go through the ones in Hawaii. I just want to see what we got cooking there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the Kilauea area. And possibly another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the Pahala area. And you are welcome to go have a look at these on your own if you like. It's just my voice is done, so we're going to continue on and finish off what we've got here with the stream today. So let's put this onto the SO2 map. We will give a very general SO2 shot today. I'm going to refresh this. And first thing we look at, Kamchatka Peninsula. Looks like we've got several volcanoes throwing out some stuff, but nothing too severely. And I'm not sure. Ibiko down here is still doing its thing. Shivalish and Kurimsky likely working away at that. So that is okay. Going down to Central America, and I'm wondering if they're getting some fires down here again, because we are seeing a lot of SO2 between Guatemala and Mexico right there. Popocatépetl will be closer over here, so that's from Popo, but where'd all this come from? Anyway, I'll leave that be. Looking at the rest of it, I don't see anything really strange over in the other places, and nothing out of whack here. Looking at Japan, and it looks like Asuwa no Shijima throwing a lot of SO2 out. Sakurajima also. Same thing with ASO. Look at that plume for ASO. Very, very heavy. So interesting to see that, and not so much coming from our wonderful Sama up there. So that's kind of the SO2 report. I don't need to do too much more with it, and we'll leave the SO2 out. We'll come back after the break and we will do the weather and wrap the stream up for today, you guys. So yeah, God bless you with Mucinex. I'm on Buckley's Complete is what I've taken, so hopefully that'll help me. Anyway, I'm going to put you back on the canned lava for right now. I'm going to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll finish off the weather. And once the weather is done, I'm going to shut her down, and we'll do a quick one. So just generalizing. Here comes some music. For those good people who are here, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do help us out. Give that button a quick bop. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. And I don't normally sound like this. I sound a lot better. I even look better. And Grenzed, welcome. And I'm going to go for a break. Don't go away, you guys. Stay tuned. Here's the music. And that microphone is back on. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And thank you for the welcome back there, Mars 2028. And what's going on? Wonky Donkey has been framed? I don't believe that for a second there, Wonky Donkey. But it tasted so good. See, I knew it. Thanks, Sasha. Carrot cake, huh? Okay. Well, I could probably use some carrot cake right about now. Anyway, as I mentioned earlier here, we're going to kind of make this real quick here and cut the show down a little bit. So let's go over to the weather map. And Sharon Stewart says, I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000, not for singing. Okay, I'm not. Trust me on that, Sharon. Thank you. I'm not doing that great. So anyway, looking at Canada in general, we see there's some pretty warm weather up north. We're seeing again up to 21, 23, 24 degrees. Pretty nice, even up here in northern portions of Alaska, up to 20 degrees in some spots. And that is pretty awesome. Interior of British Columbia coming in at some incredible temperatures as well, up to 27 or so degrees. Edmonton here is about 20 degrees right now, 20, 21, something like that, I think. Not that bad. There it is, 20. And that's not so bad. We do see up to 28 out here, 29 in some spots there in Saskatchewan, so really nice. Even Winnipeg, 21, 22 degrees. Judy M, I got somewhere around 24, 25. We see that cold is still hanging in here, pushed back down in the eastern side of Canada, so it's doing what it's doing. Hopefully that won't be anything too severe. And it looks like western United States warming up for the most part. We are seeing some really crazy temperatures. I just want to see Death Valley anywhere from about 37 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit right now. That's pretty warm. Not the cough that kills you, only the coffin. The coffin. Yeah, Mexicali coming in at about 36. Phoenix coming in at 35, 36. So pretty good there. Texas looks not bad. Places like San Antonio and Houston, 22, that kind of thing. Looking over on the other side of the country, we do see Miami about 26 as well. Orlando 27. Jacksonville is okay there. Grandma B's house coming in at 25 today. That's pretty awesome. Charlotte 24. And if we go up to Boston, they're even sitting at about 19 or so. That warm air pushing up, it's just too bad that, well, it's not that bad, but still likely stormy here. Looks like a low sitting on top of Prince Edward Island. We'll find out in a few minutes. Central America looks pretty hot. I just want to see if we can find a really hot spot here. We have 41 in Death Valley. Looks like Mexico is not going to make it. Sends Dr. Fox 2 spare lugs from my workshop. That's all good. We do see up to about 28 there in Venezuela and Colombia as well. Not bad weather for the most part until we get that down here. Not that warm. We are only seeing about 20, 21 in Rio de Janeiro. Sao Paulo, about 15. Looks like it did warm up a little bit more there in Argentina. Buenos Aires coming in about 19 right now. peace and do about 17. So that's what we got there. Let's just take a peek at New Zealand. Yeah, looks like cold on the South Island. Just want to see Christchurch about 15, 16. Actually, this side doesn't look too bad. Wellington is at 14. And looks like the peninsula is not bad as well. Sliding over, looking at Hobart, very cold at 9 degrees. Not that warm there in Tasmania. And we see Adelaide sitting at 12, 12 in Melbourne. Sydney a little bit warmer at 15, 16. Looks like a big circulation there. 20 in Brisbane for our wonderful Oz. And then, of course, going over, having a look at Bangkok, sitting at about 30 degrees. And pretty much normal for those places. Looks like Japan is a lot warmer today, and they've got a really warm day. 24 in Kagoshima. We see up to 28 on the western side of the island. Tokyo coming in at about 23, 24 as well, and Sapporo coming in at about 21. Kamchatka Peninsula up to 20 degrees in some places. Wow, that's wonderful for them. And looking at what we've got down here, South Africa looks cold. Cape Town is about 16? No, 13. There we go. Sahara Desert, a real quick peak. Still not able to beat the 41 degrees Celsius. And no, they aren't able to beat that. Quick peek here for Piggy's area. She's got about 19 degrees or so there. Sicily not looking too bad, but also not that good. And that is what we got, about 7 or 8 degrees roughly, something like that there. Not bad temperature-wise there in Italy. Spain, top half cold, bottom half warm. Lisbon is 17. Madrid is sitting at 10. Aurelio's house only a 5. Nantes over here at 8. And Paris is about 9. Munich is 8. Cologne 8. Yvonne's house about 8. Amsterdam about 9, 8. 7 in Brussels. Berlin 7. 8 in Hamburg. Copenhagen coming in about 8 as well. Aarhus a little bit cooler. And we see some of the colder temps up there in Norway. St. Petersburg got a heat spell there at 13. And Irish Monk's Place sitting at about 9 or 10 right now. So thanks, Irish Monk. And I seen that you said you were in the hospital the last couple of days, and I'm glad that you're back out. We are seeing about 8 degrees in Reykjavik. It's 8 degrees in Monkland. Awesome there, Irish Monk. Anyway, let's take a look real quick at the precipitation. Yep, it looks like Alaska's getting a bunch of it. We are seeing a storm up here in Northwest Territories and a little bit into Alberta, but most of it looks like it's in Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Some stormy weather there with smaller storms throughout the western United States, going all the way into Alberta and Saskatchewan as well. So we're going to leave those. And it looks like bigger storms down here in Texas. And here's a whole bunch of stuff not looking very good for southeastern U.S. They are got a bunch of different storms coming through. Hopefully that'll lighten up, and that includes North and South Carolina and places like that. I don't see too much here, but you know, we get to the eastern portions. Here's what's causing the power outages for our wonderful Sue out here in near Halifax. She's at Cole Harbour. And yeah, I can understand that storm sitting there. Not so good for that. Central American regions, a lot of Mexico getting some rain. Northern portions of the Amazon definitely getting poured upon. That includes Colombia, Venezuela, and a bunch of those countries, Ecuador, parts of Peru. Then we see a whole bunch of dry area in between, and that would be Paysandú as well. And no rain, so that is okay. We do see a little bit down here in Chile with rain and snow. Let's go over and have a look at New Zealand, not Tasmania. We see South Island definitely getting a storm system going across it. That nasty low is going to move this way, so it's going to be sitting on top of them for a while. And I don't know where this low is going, but that looks like it may end up coming into the general direction of the North Island. Hopefully it won't. Anyway, Thor, good morning. Looking at what we got in the rest of Australia, some coastal areas are getting a little bit of rain, nothing too major. And looks like part of Fiji is getting some, not so bad in New Caledonia or Vanuatu. Looks like Papua New Guinea and eastern Indonesia getting nailed. Looks like Sumatra is getting nailed as well as a Singapore area and stuff like that. So lots of rain for the Philippines. Hong Kong's got rain. Shanghai's got rain. Looks like it's dry in Japan, but up in the northern areas here, we see all kinds of rain heading into Russia, and that big low sitting out here. Of course, that has got to go somewhere. We'll see what happens in the future. Fabian is trucking. Fabian was over here. Now Fabian is here. Is Fabian going for Madagascar? Maybe. Anyway, I'm looking at central portions. We got some rain there in the rainforests. And it looks pretty dry for the Sahara Desert. Still seeing a little bit of a rain up here. I'm surprised that Morocco's receiving some. And let's see if we can find Piggy's place. Piggy might be getting some rain too. Look at that, and she needs that. So that is awesome, and doesn't look like anything too major, but we do have this system here, and that is sitting on top of Italy, and in Switzerland, Austria, and going all the way up into Poland here. So, yep, all the way from Istanbul, you name it. Looks pretty awesome. And here's Iceland, and that is what we see right now for them. Some snow in the interior, rain for the peninsula, the Reykjanes Peninsula, and rain for a bunch of the other areas as well. And as I normally do, we do find the lowest temperature on the planet. We've found the warmest one in Death Valley at 41 degrees. So let's have a quick peek and see if we can find a cold temperature here. Minus 76 already is the low that I found. And let's see if we can find something a little colder. Oh, I see it in there, minus 80. Minus 79, there's minus 85, minus 85, minus 87, minus 89. Do we have a minus 90? Calling for a minus 90. Oh, minus 89. Come on, minus 90. Minus 89 so far. So yeah, that's a pretty chilly, minus 89. I think that'll freeze you if you're not ready for it. What about down here? Is it warmer? Tropical compared to that, a minus 90. Or minus 89. Anyway, I think I'll leave it as that. That is cold enough for today. And I'm going to shut her down because otherwise I'm not going to have a voice left. So minus 89 is our coldest temp, minus 4 or plus 41 is our warmest, and that is what we've got for today, you guys. So that's it for our stream. Thank you everyone for being here. And I see we got up to 80 likes. That is pretty awesome. And I want to say a thank you to everyone for getting that up there. And we will, oh, I'm typing something here. Trying to get my stuff back on here. The right way, there we go. Air quality, SO2, there we got it. All right, fixed my screens up. Anyway, yeah, big thank you to the gift givers for today and the super chatters. And I will start out by saying thank you to Dan for gifting one, Irish Monk for gifting a 5-pack, and then Piggy for throwing in a £2 super chat, and then Piggy for gifting one membership, and then Irish Monk for the ARS 90 and the ARS 50, and also gifting another membership there. That is awesome, you guys, and very kind of you. Thank you for the support, and really do appreciate that. And big thank you to our moderators, Piggy, Arizona Snowman, Lucas Snow, Joseph Fields, CND Boy, Bob, Gary 24/7 Live, he's at Skies, and Mona Lisa Smiles, in case she happened to show up as well. So thank you, moderators. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Really do appreciate all of you. And, you know, yesterday we didn't have a stream, but I had to deal with what I had to deal with. At least today we got part or most of a stream. Unfortunately, my voice and my health right now is not the greatest. I do have that sinus infection and a bad cough. Sinus infection due to spring with the pollens, and of course the bad cough due to the smoke-filled air here in Edmonton, from the forest fires. On those friendly notes, good night, everyone. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the entire Lava family. You guys are awesome as usual. And big thank you to all of you. Appreciate the support, the encouragement, and everything. So that's a perfect, Doc. I have a Zoom meeting in 5 minutes. Woo. All right. And Irish Monk, we love you no matter what. You know, I appreciate you. I see you in the Spirometer clinic. Old goat. Yeah, I will see you at the clinic. Good night, Grandma B, as well, and stay safe. And thank you, everyone. Oh, Mars throws in $2 super chat as well. Thank you, Mars. That is awesome. And let's see, I'll get my pen writing. I'm going to write that down. Mars 2028. And thank you kindly for the $2 super chat there, Mars, and said, get better soon, Doc. I certainly will try. And on those friendly notes, it's time to wrap things up the rest of the way. Be good, be kind, and take care of yourselves. And the big important part that you always have to do is tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. Good night, everyone, and take care. Oink, oink.